Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate, enslave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, cause I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about the gates and the mark of the beast and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring. And George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
Lobstergate, folks. Lobstergate. The Democrats have a new word, Lobstergate. It's the amazing correlation of military might and lobster. So Pete Hegseth fed the troops steak and lobster. And the Democrats have a problem with this. They're claiming, oh, that's too expensive or whatever. These men, these fighting men, are getting ready to risk their lives on a mission to preserve our way of life here in America and the safety throughout the world. Least we could do is feed them steak and lobster. But then again, this is the party, the same party that didn't clap when J.D. Daniel was given a position in law enforcement. They didn't clap when Jocelyn Nungary had a wildlife refuge dedicated to her. Same party that enabled these two wild animals to come into the United States and rape and kill Jocelyn Nungary. So they really shouldn't have any say in the matter, considering they are the lousiest stewards of a country. And it's been proven time and time again. Every cabinet position is an upgrade. Pete Hegseth's predecessor was nowhere to be found for weeks. Weeks. Okay? Nobody knew where this guy was. All right? Health and Human Services Secretary. That would include mental health and human services. People complain about Bobby Kennedy Jr., but his predecessor was a fat guy in a female military costume. Unearned, of course. And we could go on and on. The border czar, Tom Homan. I've heard Tom Homan say in an interview a few weeks ago that he could travel for miles and not see one person trying to cross the border illegally. Not one. His predecessor as border czar was a DEI hire and failed border czar. Of course, that was Vice President Kamala Harris. So these people are complaining and whining because they want something to complain and whine about because it's the Trump administration. These people don't know what they're talking about, But they want something to talk about. They want something to complain about. They want something to bitch and moan about. So they could tell the American people, see, don't vote for these people. And Donald Trump doesn't have a re-election to shoot for. This is it for him. In 2028, he's turning the reins over to another person, and then he will step down in January 2029. Because other presidents on January 20th, after they served their 2 complete terms or miserably lost the election, stepped down on January 20th of the following election. Well, January 20th following the election, I meant to say. But you get what I'm saying. So it's not like on January 20th, 2029, Donald Trump is going to be dragged out of the White House kicking and screaming, or trying to barricade himself inside the White House, screaming and cursing and yelling, "This is my presidency," which is another sick myth. It's more believable that Hillary Clinton is a spirit-cooking witch than it is that Donald Trump will try to hold on to the presidency forever and never step down and go against everything George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and John Adams believed in, among many others. The founding forefathers were great men, and Donald Trump has done nothing to contradict that. Donald Trump had every right to criticize Bush and company for starting a war in Iraq and keeping our troops there for decades. He had every right to complain about that, and nothing he's doing now makes him a hypocrite. And the least we could do is give him steak and lobster. I like lobster, but I don't eat it that often. I love steak. Steak I could eat every day if given the chance. But that's not the point. The point is, just because regular American people don't eat steak and lobster every day, it doesn't mean we shouldn't put it on a table in front of the troops before they go out on their mission, with the possibility of never coming home to their families. So, I don't know what the big deal is, but it's the Democrats, folks. It's the Democrats. These are the same people that want to spend money for all kinds of DEI practicing to train people to DEI hire their employees in the Czech Republic. These are the same people that want to transition children in Haiti. And they are funding Sesame Street in Baghdad. And so they have to be more human about these things. Okay? Democrats have to show some class. Same. I have a cat here that doesn't like the Democrats. Who's your least favorite Democrat? Gavin Newsom? Because he's trying to have better hair than you? Yeah, Blondie? Anyway, these Democrats are a bunch of classless trailer trash that are trying to make your life miserable. And we've seen it in 2020 with the COVID mandates. We've seen it when they arrested people for peacefully protesting January 6, 2021. We see it when they label fine men like Jake Lang a white supremacist. We see it all the time. We see it when parents lose custody of their children for not letting the Board of Education set those children up for sex change or sex reassignment, as they call it now. And so there you have it. The Democrats are a bunch of classless, uncouth bums. And I'll say it again, as I've said it so many times, so many levels of hell where belong the left. And it's hellish to starve the troops. It means they don't care about our military men, and they certainly don't want this country having military might. They're a bunch of chicken hawks that will want to deplete the military budget and the defense budget and then send people out to wars they don't need to be in. That's what the Democrats are. They are trash. And they are total hypocrites. They're a bunch of warmongering, child-molesting Nazis. And on that note, I will close this episode of the MC Tutorial Show out. Respect God. Watch out for the Illuminati. Like, follow, share, comment, subscribe. Stay strong. Keep kicking that slang. It's your boy in the building, hip-hop legend, recording engineer, underground rock and roll hero with a cat, MC Tutorial. You be safe out there.